Good evening, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I got a couple of good ones for you today. First, because it's really small, I got a video of Justin Trudeau getting totally humiliated by a steelworker, and when he was visiting Algoma, Ontario, handing out donuts for Labor Day. And this is exactly how you handle politicians that you don't like. You question their politics. After that, we got a National Post article to get through. And with no further ado, let's get into it.
Great, I'm good. Just one of
Well, we got donuts over here if you want to thank you for your hard work.
I can bring some for my kids here.
Okay. The 25% tariffs we just brought in on Chinese steel is going to help you out.
That's going to keep my job,
Yeah,
What about the 40% taxes I'm paying, and I don't have a doctor?
The 400 million.
I like how he holds up his hand to be like, just one moment, sir. I'm still talking. Let me finish my sentence before you can talk, plebeian.
$1 million and we invest in the card.
Yeah.
Means you're going to have a job.
Well, I think you're only here for another year. We won't see you around probably another year.
Well, that's what elections are for.
That's right.
And I look forward to everyone exercising the right to vote.
Yep.
Basic choice. We're going to invest in you and your job. So
I don't believe you for a second.
Dental care. Do you know anyone who got dental care?
Yeah, I pay for it myself.
Okay.
We're like 3 years behind.
You have a job and coverage?
Yeah,
but we
four
got
people
seniors.
in my family.
We've got
Every
seniors.
time we go for a dental visit, it's costing me about $50 in my pocket per person.
Okay.
Why? I have a good job. You're not really doing anything for us, Justin.
Well, actually, we
I like how this worker pretty much knows what he spends. So, like, every father, right, has a budget and knows what's what, and he's just like, well, with your dental care plan, I'm still paying a bunch of money and I'm behind, just like he says. So, and all Justin Trudeau has to say is this.
invested, so 500,000 people haven't been to the dentist.
Yeah.
Got to go to the dentist over the past few
Probably
months.
like my neighbor that doesn't go to work because she's lazy.
Well,
She
you know
just
what?
doesn't go to work. She lives the same way
Most
if I do.
Canadians try to stick up for each other, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
luck and take care of your family, sir.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day, sir. All right. All right, the other guys got
Just a really good way to handle politicians and to actually ask them or to challenge them on what they are bringing in. And it's completely humiliating for Justin Trudeau. We probably won't see him again in anything until Parliament resumes on the 19th, I believe. So he'll probably be hiding in the basement just like Joe Biden before his last election. So next up is National Post article saying that committee called in the Auditor General for an in-depth audit into the Liberals' Green Slush Fund. I don't think that thing really exists anymore, but you never know. So let's get into that one. So, from the National Post, Commons Committee calls for second, more in-depth audit into the Green Slush Fund. The call comes from just 3 months after Auditor General Karen Hogan published a scathing report on Sustainable Development and Technology Canada. Interesting. She must have done an audit on something else, because I swear, like a couple of months ago, or maybe even farther back, she had another review that just like she just raked the Liberals over the coals. The Commons Public Account Committee has asked the Auditor General to go back to the drawing board and do another more extensive audit of grants given out by a so-called Green Slush Fund in the last 7 years. Tuesday, the members of Public Accounts Committee PACP approved a Conservative motion calling on Auditor General Karen Hogan to conduct a value for money and performance audit on work done by Sustainable Development and Technology Canada, SDTC, since January 1st, 2017. Yeah, so I think the last one that was done was just an audit to see where the money was going. This is more to see if the taxpayers got back what we're giving in. Same thing sort of happened on the carbon tax when that was done, right? So they found out that taking everything into account, that Canadians are not getting back what they give in, even with their checks 4 times a year. The call for the second audit into what the Conservatives have rebranded the Green Slush Fund comes after 3 months of Hogan publish a scathing report. Her report found that 10 out of 58 projects funded by the STDC that she audited were ineligible and yet had still received a total of $59 million. Kind of sounds like the handouts they were giving us during the Great Cold, where people in jail and people who are ineligible for that got checks from the government. So I wonder if all of these companies are going to be ordered to give that money back. Hopefully. She also found serious governance issues, such as 90 funding approval decisions representing nearly $76 million, in which there was an apparent conflict of interest by a voting member. Of course, this is the Liberals. Ethics means nothing. The same day Hogan's audit was published, Innovation Minister François-Philippe Champagne announced he was shutting down the embattled fund and folding its responsibilities into the National Research Council within 1 year. Oh, so it's still around. And within 1 year, so if this audit just happened, then by the time of the next election, like, it'll still be around by the time of the next election. Okay. But the Conservatives argued Tuesday that Hogan's report only scratched the surface by auditing the selection of projects, not the value for money. So he's saying that there's probably a lot more going on there than just the 226 projects the Auditor General looked at out of the $1 billion Liberal Green Slush Fund, Perkins said. It's not uncommon for the Auditor General audits to focus on representative samples for the government's work to fund its findings. Yeah, but it's kind of odd to find that a lot of these projects MPs sort of have their hands in, and a lot of these projects, and so it's deemed unethical to be putting this tax money to. And it's a little bit interesting that, hey, I can't qualify for one of the grocery funds to help with my groceries because I make just a little bit too much. But these massive companies can get a ton of our tax-paying money, and they're not even supposed to. Sorry, for some reason I cannot talk today. So you can tell me how bad I'm doing in the comments down below with this. And also, if you don't mind it, subscribe as well. We did hit the 200 subscribers goal I had for last week, which was awesome. So if we could hit like 300 by the end of the month, that would be the best. Anyways, let's continue. It is scrolling. Though she ultimately supported the final amendment to the motion, Liberal MP Ikra Khalid accused the Conservatives of going on a fishing expedition. The members opposed feel that if there's smoke, there's fire, and let's go on this witch hunt expedition, which will ultimately demolish public trust, Kelly told the committee. The fact that she says that it will demolish public trust means she knows something. Well, implies she knows something, the way she put it. So allegedly, it sounds like there's something there if she's saying that this is gonna demolish public trust, because it would strengthen trust if there was nothing to find. And they should be auditing this stuff anyways. That's what the Auditor General there is for. And it's our money. It's not the government's money. It's our tax money. We should know what it's going to. And I'd like to know what companies this slush fund's going to, too. So, apparently this thing has been going on for quite a while, is what they're saying. But I'm going to be interestingly looking at it and watching CPAC to see when they post that video, because then I'll do some reporting on what's going on in committee, because I am interested in what happened to that money. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you'll take the rest of the day easy, and like I said, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and hopefully you'll subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.